stayed with us, and I feel like I've endangered her. I put her in a situation where she wasn't being taken care of adequately, and I feel so bad for that. I feel like I endangered her.
Wow, I feel the guilt that the energy of guilt in this room, and I don't want to devalue your statement of the injuries that your mom may have gone through, but accidents do happen. That could have happened when you were at home, so I don't think it is fair to yourself to feel that overwhelming sense that it was because you were gone for an hour that this had a detrimental effect.
Logically, I know. Logically, I get that. Emotionally, I don't know if I'm just... I don't know if I'm ready to let that guilt go. I need it.
And when you say you need it, why?
Because because in order for me to have my mom with me in the house, she has to be safe.
Okay.
And if I can't do it, then, or if I don't want to, if I'm not willing to take on the responsibility, then what's the sense in having her with us? Why not just put her in a home? And I know that that's, you know, the direction that we're going to have to go in. But I feel like if I don't feel the guilt, then I don't really want her there.
Wow. And I understand this is a very hard process for you from the last sessions, that this is a devastating incident that has happened where we were going really good with the emotions, and like you stated, that whole Tim Hortons tea for an hour just really boosted your day.
It did.
And yeah,
so much energy.
Just seeing your face light up for having that, and just talking about this overwhelming sense of you need this guilt, like it really makes me wonder, like I'm just trying to put it into a better perspective for myself of just a why, and you're trying to explain it to me, but speaking on a heart-to-heart level, I just feel that it's just, I feel for you in the sense that that's a lot to take on.
It is, and like I said, I mean, I'm used to dealing with people, so I can look at it from a logical perspective. I know if I was standing in the room looking at myself, I'd be able to call myself crazy. You know, it's overwhelming, and it's unnecessary. But I'm just so, I'm desperate for a solution that works, and I don't know how to find one. So I think I'm holding on. I'm really, really holding on, and I'm fighting with the logical side of my brain, which is saying that I can't handle having my mom live with us. So obviously the only other solution available is to put her into a home, you know? And I wish I had an alternative.
All right, and I just want to acknowledge the fact that you even coming to these counseling sessions is step one, and that is to be aware of what you are going through. From what you've stated in previous sessions, we're always trying to please people, and just having that overwhelming sense of putting your needs beyond yourself and helping others, and there's just so much that we can do as people, whereas you being here is for yourself. We're talking about your mother's situation, but it is the healthiness of your well-being, your emotional, your mental, and your physical state. And I feel together we will come up with a solution that will take and alleviate the stresses that this situation is causing you.
I mean, I know that I have to be in a good place in order to have the energy to help. And I'm knowing, like I know that I'm not in that place at the moment.
And that is very strong and courageous of you to say, because very many people are in the same situation. I'm going to even include myself in that matter, where oftentimes I forget that as a person we have to be healthy in order to fully help someone. And it's just great that you're aware of it.
I just wish I knew where to go. I wish I knew what to do. And I would love to look at you right now and say, okay, what next? Tell me what to do. I know that's not how it works, but I'm tempted. I'm like, I really need to find some kind of a solution, because it feels like every week that goes by, I just feel more and more tired and helpless.
And what a hard feeling to go through. And I'm gonna ask you this: what would the ideal situation that you wish to ask me about, but I'm going to ask you, what would that look like? What would the best solution out of all of these be?
If I could kind of describe the picture, like if I were to take a snapshot of that perfect moment, it'd be in my house. It'd be in my house with my whole family around. And I picture the living room. I picture everyone sitting in the living room, and I think the reason I picture that is because I never have time to be in the room. By the time I sit down to dinner, most of my family are done. And then I will go and get the dishes done, and then I help, my mom with her personal cleaning and things like that, and then, it's getting the kids to bed, and then making sure my mom's safely in bed. And then by that point, I'm exhausted, and I just pass out cold, and that's it. So I picture just hanging out, watching TV. We don't even need to necessarily be actually interacting. I just want to be with them.
And do you think that there is any particular way, in any little way, that you can spend more time with your family? I know that you've stated you have so many things to do, and I completely understand that, just being a mother, but is there one thing that you can do this week that could just be 5 more minutes with them?
Okay, honestly, I don't have a lot of money. I don't. But I was thinking, with my birthday coming up, that maybe that would be my birthday present, would be to have someone come in and just, do a little bit of the cleaning. Like, not the whole house, but just a little bit, maybe free up a little bit of time.
I think that's the cutest birthday gift I've ever heard. And I really hope that you can take the time to ask Harold, your husband, or even the kids. I think they'd be very appreciative of that, because a lot of kids or husbands have this ideal of what a birthday present would look like, and that may be money. But for someone to say, you know what, like, I just want a little of the housework to be done, I think that they would, I'm not going to speak on their behalf, but I feel that they'd be open to it, and that's wonderful.
It would make me happy. I think, in all honesty, that would be the best present that I could get right now, in the foreseeable future. I mean, I could actually almost see it happening.
That's magical. Like, that is just wonderful. And that's not an ideal that's over the roof. That is attainable, and that we can see that happening. It's not just we're not here to talk about la la la. Like, we're here, and all you want for your birthday is to spend more time with your family. Yeah. And that's not wanting a Maserati or a vacation. That's doable.
I can ask for that. I mean, there's no guarantee, but yeah, I can ask for that.
Awesome. Great. How are you feeling right now? What's going on?
At first I thought it was anxiety. I'm almost thinking I'm excited.
And who wouldn't?
It almost feels the same. Like, I can actually feel my heart racing right now, but I don't feel anxious.